What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the superhero segment and another superhero video. So today we're going to go ahead and cover a very controversial topic, but what better are superhero channels for than to discuss leaked info, theories, trailers, and everything in between. And with how the superhero genre of movies has blown up in the past decade or so, every single time news comes out, there are tons of consequences, whether those be bad or good. So without rambling too much, there is a guy out there who has claimed to have seen a rough cut of Avengers 4 trailer number 1. And before you guys all jump to claiming that it's fake right off the bat without even watching the video, this guy that's claiming this was also on record of saying that Spider-Man would show up in Civil War trailer number 2, and for us to remember the word underoos. But before you jump on the OMG this is totally what's going to happen side, just remember that this is also the internet, so don't believe everything you hear. But anyway, let's dive right in. I'm pretty much just going to read the description of how he accounts it word for word. I actually have no idea how he would remember all these scenes, flashes, dialogue, etc., but who am I to judge? Anywho, he says the trailer is about 2-ish minutes and starts with the 10-year logo, which zooms into the screen in logo fashion, but it flashes all the colors of the Infinity Stones as it does. And now we get a voice of Thanos saying, "My destiny is not yet fulfilled." And we get a shot of a battered Tony Stark still on Titan, confused. Thanos' voice again says, "Greater threats arise to undo the balance I lost everything to achieve, and I will not be undone." There's a shot of Banner and Captain America with Vision laying on a table. A shot of Quill's ship taking off and Tony talking to someone off camera saying Fury was right, he was right since day one. Now the author goes on to insinuate that Tony might be talking to Aunt May because he's very teary-eyed, possibly breaking the news about Peter. Then we get another shot of Stark in a garage looking place in front of 3 different looking suits. And then Tony again saying, "I'll do whatever it takes so that never happens again." And next we see Tony in shield gear as he walks toward the camera with soldiers behind him, which we definitely have seen Tony dress in shield gear when we got some leaked set photos a while back. Next we get a shot of Ant-Man standing in the quantum realm, which cuts to him being surrounded by 3 tardigrades, which were those giant cute but also horrific creatures from the first Ant-Man. Now he's running away from them, and then we see him stop in front of a green portal type thing. Then it fades to a shot of Scott in plain street clothes, and he says, "I think I might have a way to help." There's a shot of M'Baku, Shuri, Okoye, and an empty throne in Wakanda. Then a voice, either Shuri or Okoye, saying, "This was not our fight," followed by a shot of Cap standing arms crossed with Rhodey, Rocket, and Thor in a room that looks like it's still in Wakanda. So Cap says, "We need to make this right," followed by Banner saying, "Cap, we don't even know where to start. Thanos is gone, he won." And then Thor replies, "Well, then we'd better get to work." The shot then pans down slowly to the pager that Nick Fury had at the end of Infinity War, which looks to be in Tony Stark's hands now. A shot of Rhodey suiting up very briefly from the knees up to the crotch area with a Thor voiceover asking, "Are you ready for this?" Then Rocket replies with, "Well, if I'm not, what more can I lose?" There's a Bifrost shot with Thor, War Machine, and Rocket, along with the shot of the gauntlet, which is still damaged, being reached for. A shot of Nebula, then a shot of Banner, and then Thor saying, "We need an army to stand against Thanos," while Thanos is putting on his armor. And then Thor again says, "Yours is the only one formidable enough to give us a chance." Then back to the shot of Thanos wielding a big double-edged sword. So then we hear Thor again say, "So I ask of you," which is followed by various shots of Black Widow, Iron Man, Captain America's new chainmail chest piece, and Banner putting on a purple skin-tight suit with a button-up top. And then Thor finishes by saying, "Will you help us?" Now this is followed by more various shots and a broken gauntlet on the ground as Thanos is walking away from it. Then we hear a voice say, "It's been a while since I've been on Earth," as the music gets louder and we get a shot of Captain Marvel's chest logo, which pans all the way up to her face. Then we hear Captain Marvel say, "Let's go," and she flies angrily, cocking her fist back with glowing eyes and flames surrounding her as she strikes whatever seems to be in front of her. Then the Avengers theme plays, but there is no title card in there just yet. Now it doesn't end quite yet. The author says that there's a cutaway stinger that shows Rocket in a rolling chair looking at a few computer screens with a cool looking white bodysuit, similar to the video I did a few days back. Then we hear Rhodey saying, "I've seen a lot of crazy things, but a talking raccoon definitely tops them all." So Rocket, looking from Rhodey back to the computer screens, sarcastically says, "Boy, if I had a unit for every time I heard that one." Then it cuts to a shot of Thor smiling with an off-cue ha ha ha. Now the author actually goes on to say that this is definitely a rough cut. There's a lot of black screens in the midst, and all these lasting about 1 to 2 seconds. Also, this trailer is still slated to be released on either November 21st or November 28th or December 12th on Good Morning America. Now the author goes on to tell us that he also called the Red Skull being in Infinity War, which also seemed to come to light. So now I'm actually kind of curious to what you guys think about this. With just a quick browse on the internet, I've heard stuff from the dialogue is too corny to be an Avengers 4 trailer, to trailers don't have post-credit stingers, to no way he remembered all the dialogue after watching it once, all the way to this is a fake trailer put out by the Russos because they're the master of trolling, which I wholeheartedly agree with that statement right there. I think the final trailer could have some elements of this in it, but we don't ever actually know until the final trailer comes out, and even then, we have no idea what's actually going to happen in the actual movie, unless you're this author or the Russos themselves. Then there's no surprises ever. But with that being said, let's go ahead and wrap up this video, and now I want to hear from you guys. Is this trailer description legit, or was it fake? Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments below. Come back in about a month or so to see who was right. Give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you did enjoy or learn something new. And as always, be sure you're part of the notification squad to get the latest in all things superhero as soon as it hits the fan. Thanks again so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one.